Man, what a race. Like you saw in the title, this race was historic, NASCAR being at COTA for the first time, Hendrick Motorsports getting 268 wins, tying Petty Enterprises, and 800th win for Chevrolet. It was also pretty, dramatic and stuff with the Chase Elliott Mickey Mouse win, the dangerous crashes. Did NASCAR make the right call? And it was also, well, you can hear in the background, damp. Pretty damp, as we have a lot to talk about from yesterday's race at Circuit of the Americas. Hey guys, NASCAR Mobile 48 back again, and welcome back to another episode of NRR. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the EchoPark Texas Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. And I was actually there, so I will have the vlog up, or my experience at COTA. I'll have that up on Wednesday. I was gonna upload it today, or actually tomorrow, but I got home late and stuff because that's like a 3-hour drive from where I'm currently in Dallas, Texas. So yeah, I didn't have time to film last night, so I decided to just upload the video today. I'll have that COTA video up on Wednesday, and then I was supposed to show you guys of what I got from COTA, but there weren't really many die casts out there. Like I didn't really see any. Some of them were sold out and stuff, but most of them you just can't really get any 2021 diecasts right now, especially if it's none of them haven't been made yet, so you have to wait till the fall or something to get some. So yeah, I might be going to Texas in the fall race, but I'm really skeptical of that. But I'll probably be going. Hopefully I can find some there. And I'm not going to Nashville, which really sucks because it was sold out. So yeah, but I'll definitely see if I can make it back to Texas, because I'm not going to that All-Star race after those freaking gimmicks are just throwing at us in that weird format. But anyway, back on track. And so I did buy a car last Monday before I left and stuff, so I'll do a review on that probably on Friday, since that's my first day of summer, since I'm out of school this week. I have 4 more days of school and then I'm done, so yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna review the top 10, we're gonna rate the race, we're gonna look at the 2 drivers who did good and some that did bad, because we had a lot of drivers that did not have a good race yesterday, and we heard from their interviews at Harvick. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into this video. Finishing first was Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott was able to get his 12th career win and his 6th win on a road course in the Cup Series yesterday. He's now won... Oh, no, actually, no. Yeah, he's won 5 of the last 6 road courses now, and we're going into Sonoma in a couple weeks. And to be honest, I'm not going to pick Chase Elliott for that race. I'm looking at maybe a Martrix Jr. or William Byron, because Byron's really good there. But Chase Elliott, he's good, but I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with those guys. Well, he will, but I don't know if he'll be better. We'll just see. But still, Chase Elliott had a good race and stuff. He wasn't really dominating at first, but then later in the race, after that red flag incident, we'll get to that when we rate the race, but yeah, Chase Elliott, he was just trying to catch Kyle Busch. He was doing exactly that. He was very fast, and he was making some very risky moves, especially in that downpouring rain, where almost all the cars were just hydroplaning down the front stretch. That's how it was, because I was at first in the front stretch, or by the front stretch, in turn 1, I got a good view, and later in the race, they were definitely hydroplaning, and so then later I went to around turn 19, turn 20, somewhere around there, turn 18, and they were still hydroplaning, when they were going down, getting ready to go down the front stretch. But still, yeah, hydroplaning definitely came into that. Chase made a huge risk, and it actually played out in his favor. Had a good race, gives Chevrolet their 800th win in the Cup Series. And here's a fun fact: Hendrick Motorsports has given Chevrolet their 400th win in the Cup Series, their 500th win in the Cup Series, 600th win, 700th win, and now 800th win from Hendrick Motorsports, for Team Chevy. So that's really cool. So that continues from 400 to 800. Can Hendrick Motorsports give Chevy their 900th win? Well, that's 100 wins, so we'll just have to see. But it's highly likely, because RCR hasn't really done much. But still, good race for Chase Elliott overall in the 9 team. They also gave Hendrick Motorsports their 268th win in the Cup Series, and now they have tied Petty Enterprises for the most wins by a Cup Series team, and they are just one away from getting 269 nice and taking the lead, which would be a huge accomplishment for them. Because even like I know Chevy has 800 wins, but Ford has like 708, and then Toyota, they haven't been around the sport as long, but they have like 157 wins. So Ford is looking for their 750th, I guess, and Toyota's looking for their 200th, so we'll just see. But yeah, huge milestone, historic day for Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet and NASCAR overall at COTA. So that was a really cool race I was able to go to. Hopefully we'll see NASCAR at COTA next year. But yeah, great race for Chase Elliott and the 9 team, and watch out for him at Charlotte next week, because he almost had that 600. He almost had it. He just needed what? He just didn't need Byron to spin out. But yeah, we'll see what Chase Elliott can do in the 600 next week. Finishing second was Kyle Larson, and man, Kyle Larson had a pretty good race, but a bit of a heartbreaker once again. I mean, like, let me get the good news out of the way. Like, I picked Chase Elliott to win this race, and I'm guessing I had some good luck with that video that I uploaded for the COTA Q&A, 3-4 days ago, so that definitely helped with my win pick. And also, in a betting app, I picked Larson to finish second to Chase Elliott, and I got it right, so wow, I was very surprised. Because I said watch out for Kyle Larson, because when we went to the Daytona road course after the Daytona 500, Larson was running really well, and that was his first race on the road course, so that is very impressive. I mean, if he wouldn't have hit the wall coming out of the turns in the infield, would have had a better finish. But still, Kyle Larson, definitely really good. So imagine what he could have done last season if we didn't have, since we didn't have practice and qualifying. But he was still in Chip Ganassi equipment, so I don't know. But yeah, that was good. Now to the bad news, for Larson, his second place finish of the year, and his third in a row. Because if you guys remember, he finished second to Blaney in the closing laps at Atlanta. Then 2 weeks ago at Darlington, finished the second to Martrix Jr. Then just last week, loses to his teammate Alex Bowman, and then loses to another teammate, loses to Chase Elliott. So, wow, Larson, he's just known for just finishing second place, just coming up so close, but just can't get it done. So that really sucks for Kyle Larson and the 5 team, but they're still looking pretty consistent. They still have a win in the season. They're locked into the playoffs, so that's really good for them. But yeah, let's just see what they can do at Charlotte next week, because I don't know what to expect with them. And also, guys, I also heard that Larson has a new sponsor in the 5 car. I just got the news now. His new sponsor is MetroTech Automotive, and the Camaro looks good. I bet you guys should go and check it out. It's a beautiful scheme. He'll run that at the Coke 600 on Sunday. So yeah, pretty cool for Kyle Larson. Gets a new sponsor the day after the race, so that's really cool. So yeah, like I said, Larson will get sponsors as the season goes out to show his performances. I mean, 3 second place finishes, you gotta get on the Kyle Larson train. But still, Kyle Larson had a pretty decent race. Finishing in third was Joey Logano. Joey Logano, he won stage 1 in this race. He was battling Michael McDowell for the stage win. That was pretty cool. But yeah, Logano, after stage 1, he just seemed like a top 10 car. After that, he just fell back and stuff, mostly probably because of the rain and all that stuff coming down. But yeah, Logano did pretty decent. It's like when we come to these new tracks, like a new track, or if it's on a new surface, like the Bristol Dirt Race, he goes out and does pretty well, and now he does the same thing at COTA, but only in stage 1. But nothing else to say about Joe Logano. They had a decent race, kept it clean, get a top 5 finish, top 3 finish actually, and yeah, so we'll see what Logano can do at the Coke 600 next week. Finishing in 4th is my man, the Melon Man, Ross Chastain. Gets his first top 5 of the season, and this is his best finish since the Daytona 500, where he got 7th. So yeah, really cool for Ross Chastain. They ran really, really well. I just gotta say, Ross Chastain ran really well in yesterday's race. They were competing with Ryan Prix and stuff, and I was watching that battle on the screen by turn 19. I was thinking, wow, come on Chastain, come on Chastain. I was also rooting for Prix, but I wanted Chastain because they haven't had the best luck in the 42. And Ryan Prix, I just have to say, has to be his best season so far in the Cup Series. I mean, last year was just just god awful, but they're having a better season. But yeah, Ross Chastain, happy for him to get a top 5 finish overall in this race. They ran really good. They were pretty consistent. They took the lead later in this race, so that's really cool of them. So yeah, can't wait to see what they can do at Charlotte next week, because yeah, Ross Chastain, you watch out for him. Like sometimes he'll just sneak up on you and just, I don't know, try to take the win or something. And I'm trying to think. I think this, yeah, actually, this is Ross Chastain's first top 5 in the Cup Series. He's had a couple top 10s in the Cup Series, but now this is his first top 5, so that's really cool for Ross Chastain and the 42 team, and hopefully we can see some more, see them excel some more later in the season. Finishing in 5th is Amardinger, and yes, I don't have an Amardinger card, but you guys know this from the Daytona Road Course review. But yeah, finishing in 5th was Amardinger. Once again, Amardinger, you just cannot count him out at these road course races. I'm glad that the Colleague Racing's putting him in the 16 car when they head to road courses, so I'm guessing that's where is that what they're going to do at Sonoma? Hopefully. I can't wait to see that. But, you know, Amardinger, he's good at road courses, but when it comes to Sonoma, he can have some pretty bad luck. But still, Amardinger ran pretty well, finishes in 5th. And if you guys think about it, Amardinger has more top 10 finishes than Eric Almirola, which is very, very depressing. And Almendinger's only ran 2 races. Almirola's is running the entire season, which that is very depressing, very sad to hear, but it's true and stuff, so that really sucks. But still, Almendinger had a pretty good race. You know, he was battling up there, was definitely a competitor, but you know, due to the rain and stuff coming over, hydroplaning and stuff, and the huge puddles, the standing water coming out, he was able to still get a top 5 finish. Nothing really else to say about Amardinger. He made some pretty good moves, slipped and slid a lot of times. I thought, like, when he would go wide in turn 1, I thought he was just going to full on send and just spin out. That's what I thought. But, you know, he's very careful and very serious about this. So, good finish for Almendinger and the 16 team. Finishing 6th is rookie Chase Briscoe. Congrats to Chase Briscoe on, I think this is Briscoe's 2nd top 10 of the season. No, actually, no. This is his first top 10 of the season, because his best finish was 11th, and now he gets a 6th place finish here at COTA, which is very cool, because Chase Briscoe, if you think about it, he's a pretty decent road course racer, because he won the Indy road course last season, so he could get a top 10 in that race later this year, and he's ran pretty good at the road courses, like he ran good at Road America, so watch out for him there. So pretty cool for Chase Briscoe to get his first top 10 of the season. Really cool for the 14 team. I mean, if you think about it, him and Ross Chastain, Chastain already got his first top 10, but him and Chastain, they both got something in yesterday's race. Chastain got his first top 5, and now Briscoe gets his first top 10, which is really cool. So congrats to Chase Briscoe getting his first top 10, and we'll see what he can do in the Coca-Cola 600 next week. Finishing 7th is Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell gets another top 10. This is the first time in a while Michael McDowell's got a top 10, because he got one at the Daytona road course, because you can't count on Michael McDowell, guys. At these road courses, he's a really good road course racer. So he got a top 10 at the Daytona road course. He got like an 8th. Oh, he also got 6th at Homestead. I forgot about that. But yeah, he got 8th at the Daytona road course. Gets a 7th place finish here today. Really cool for the 34 team. They're really good at these road courses, so watch out for them at Sonoma. They should run pretty good. I don't know what their average finish is at Sonoma, but I bet it's pretty decent. But still, decent day for Michael McDowell and them. This is their first top. Yeah, actually, this is their first top 10 since Talladega, when they finished 3rd to Keselowski. But still, a good race for Michael McDowell overall. Nothing else to say about him. They almost had that first stage, but then Joe Logano stole it away from them. And then he also had, I don't know how Michael McDowell did this, but you get a top 10 after you were just checking up, and you have March Exchanges come up and plow you in the back. I don't know how they were able to survive and keep the car going and get a top 10, but good. That's a good job by his team to keep his car going, and they were able to get a top 10. So that's really cool for Michael McDowell. And yeah, we'll see what they can do at Charlotte next week. Finishing in 8th was Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman had a pretty cool day as well. He ran pretty decent. He wasn't running that good at first. He did get 10th in stage 2, and after that, him and Hendrick Motorsports started to light up. Like Elliott, Larson, and Bowman, they all started to light up. It looked pretty cool for them. Sucks that William Byron is not in the top 10, ending that what I think it was 11 or 12 top 10 streak. So which really sucks for William Byron. I mean, because they had damage from Matt DiBenedetto in one of the turns and stuff. They were still able to get an 11th place finish, which I'm alright with, but it sucks for them. But still, back to Alex Bowman gets the top 10. He led a few laps and stuff till Elliott hunted him down, and as soon as Elliott did, he just went to the pits. And so, still a decent day for Bowman, got a top 10 and stuff. They were pretty underrated at the road courses, so watch out for them. They'll run pretty well. I mean, yeah, he's got top 10s at both road courses this season. Got 8th at, got 8th yesterday, and I think he got, I believe it was like a 10th at the Daytona road course. So we'll see what he could do at Sonoma in a couple weeks. But let's see what he could do next week at Charlotte, because in last year's Coca-Cola 600, he won 2 of the 3 stages and stuff. So watch out for him there as well. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, good job for Alex Bowman. We'll see what he can do next week. Finishing in 9th was Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, I feel like, deserved a better finish. I mean, he ran pretty good. And then later in the race, he did spin out and stuff, which cost him a couple spots, but he's still able to get a top 10. He also won the pole for this race, so Reddick is technically the second driver of 2021 to win a pole this season, because Alex Bowman did that for the Daytona 500, and now Reddick does it yesterday for COTA. And also, we got qualified next week at Charlotte, so we'll see who can win that one. But yeah, good job for Tyler Reddick. He wins the first pole. He wins wins a pole for RCR at a road course since 1996, and I believe Dale Earnhardt won that one. So that's an interesting fact. So congrats to Tyler Reddick for claiming that achievement. Also, his first pole of his career, and he's his 52nd, 56th race in the Cup Series. So that's really cool. And also, dang, it's that exact year. If I do the math, from Tyler Reddick winning this pole yesterday and Dale Earnhardt winning a pole on a road course in 1996, that's exactly 25 years apart. That is crazy. That is insane. But still, good job for Tyler Reddick. I feel like Tyler Reddick has been turning his season around, because if we go back and think, they haven't been running so good lately, or at the beginning of the season, like he had a 22nd, a 29, 26 at the beginning, and lately, like these last 5 races, like a 7th, a 12th, an 8th, and a 9th, and stuff. So really, things have been turning around for Tyler Reddick in this A team. They're starting to turn back into what they were last season, and a bit better. So I can't wait to see what Reddick does for the rest of the season, because I hope he gets a win, because I predicted him to make the playoffs, and it's possible, because they're currently in the playoffs like about 14th or 15th. So can't wait to see what Reddick does next week. But yeah, good job for the A team, and we'll see what they can do at Charlotte. And finally, rounding up the top 10 was Kyle Busch. I feel like later in this race, it was Joe Gibbs versus Hendrick. That's what I thought. It was just Joe Gibbs versus Hendrick, and Hendrick was winning because, Kyle Busch had the lead, and then Larson and Elliott were hunting him down like a dog. So, decent day for Kyle Busch and the 18 team. They won the Xfinity race at COTA on Saturday, and that was Kyle Busch's 98th win. So he's just really, I just want Kyle Busch. Kyle, please go get your final 2 wins. Go get win number 99 and 100. Because as soon as he gets that, he said he's going to retire, and that'd be great. I want talent for these guys. But yeah, because Kyle Busch, if he wouldn't have won, they would have given it to then Amardinger would have won the race. Like if Busch wasn't racing. But still, good race for Kyle Busch. They ran up pretty good. They won stage 1, and they were doing pretty good in stage 3 until like the pit strategy, like the green flag pit stops changed everything, showing Hendrick was the dominant team of the day. And so yeah, like Elliott running good, you had Byron running good till he made contact and had damage from DiBenedetto. Bowman was running pretty decent, and Larson was just right on Elliott's tail. He was trying to chase him down too. So still decent day for Kyle Busch and the 18 team, and we'll see what they can do next week at Charlotte. And now let's rate this race. At first we talked about the historic part when we reviewed Chase Elliott over there. Now we're going to get to the dramatic part. Basically the race started off pretty well and stuff. Daniel Suarez had some transmission trouble. But even before then, like before the race started, like one lap before they took the green flag, some drivers switched to rain tires and stuff, and the drivers who didn't had to switch to rain tires during the race, which kind of hurt them and stuff. And then that Daniel Suarez incident, I believe, was the only incident in Stage 1. Stage 2 was where it was, because he had Blaney check up during that long straightaway. Bell just slammed into the back of him because he just couldn't see and stuff, and then Blaney cut a tire, he spun around. He had same thing with Kevin Harvick. He just couldn't see. He was checking up, and then he just got bammed into the back from Bubba Wallace, and that ended both of their days. And he had that huge one with, I believe was Martrix Jr. and Cole Custer. Martrix Jr. and Cole Custer, like Michael McDowell was checking up. He couldn't see. Then Truex slammed to the back of him because Truex couldn't see. And then when Truex was like slowing down because he had so much damage, Cole Custer just slammed to the back of him, nearly sending Truex on his side or up over on his lid. And then, Cole Custer hit the safer barrier. Thank God he was okay. He got out of the car pretty fast and stuff. And I also saw on the onboard camera inside Truex's car, he kind of flipped off at the camera, probably taking shots at NASCAR for doing something this unsafe, because it was unsafe. Because you got to think, NASCAR isn't really experience with racing in the rain, okay? Because it's like determined of when NASCAR should race in the rain. Like if it's raining too hard and it creates standing water and hydroplane, then you just can't race in that because it's just so bad and stuff. Like we had that at the Charlotte Roval, and it wasn't really a problem because Charlotte, the Roval, there's a lot of turns and stuff, and it's not really a big road course. It's a Roval. It's inside of a regular oval and stuff. Dakota is a full-on road course and stuff, and it has like 2 fast straightaways and stuff. So of course that would create a problem for that. And I'm trying to think what else happened. And yeah, Truex said it was dangerous and unsafe. And then Kevin Harvick said he was just kind of mad at taking shots in NASCAR about how they can't really do that, and I could see him explain his frustration and stuff. Also, what else happened? Later in the race, I don't know how, but I already explained the Byron and the Benedetto contact and stuff. You had Kurt Busch go into the rocks and stuff. He avoided Kyle Busch, almost took him out, and went through Austin. I'm surprised that, I don't know how Kurt Busch just threaded the needle, and he kept the car going, got out of the rocks, and it was okay. Good thing he wasn't stuck in the rocks like Noah Gragson was during, I believe it was practice or qualifying for the Xfinity race. And then, what else? You also had Austin Cindric spin out and stuff, and that's when NASCAR just called the caution and the red flag and just said, okay, we're done. I mean, we just got to take a pause and like dry some of the track because drivers are just spinning out everywhere. Also, like James Davison spun out and a few others spun out and stuff. I saw Cody Ware spin out right in front of me, and he saved that thing. Good, he's a good wheelman right there. Only thing he's good at. Anyway, just kidding, Cody Ware. Nothing against him. But also after that, NASCAR caught the red flag, and they said Chase Elliott was the winner. And guys, don't say Mickey Mouse, okay? It was the right call by NASCAR to call the race, because the rain was just going to keep coming. There was, like, no, like, let up and stuff. It was just going to keep raining down like that. So I'm glad NASCAR did that. And besides, it was getting kind of late, and COTA does not have lights. I know it's like a 3-mile track, but imagine it's a 3-mile track. Of course it's not going to have lights. That's very expensive. So I don't know. I don't know what COTA has to do about that, but hopefully we go back to COTA next year, just at a time where it doesn't rain like this, because Texas weather is freaking bipolar. My gosh. You come and live to Texas, and you'll see what I mean. But, yeah. Anyway, back to rating the race. So that's my brief summary of the race. So I just have to say this race was still pretty exciting and stuff. It was a beautiful facility. I got to meet 2 of the guys from the NASCAR Weekly podcast. I met Darian, I met Jared. Eric was there, I just didn't see him, and Danny, he didn't go, so it was pretty cool to meet those 2 guys and stuff in the NASCAR Weekly podcast and stuff, because, I watched their podcast, and I haven't even been watching it for a year, and I just love it. I started watching it last June, and stuff. But yeah, to rate this race, I'll give it a good 8 out of 10. It was a solid race. The rain just kind of just screwed this all up. If we had no rain, this race would have been better than ever. So hopefully NASCAR can move this race to a time where it doesn't rain in Texas. And hopefully just COTA just comes back in general. Man, I've been going on for a long time. But yeah, that's just my brief summary, and that's my rating of the race, an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys would give in the comment section below. I know William Byron, I'm putting William Byron, in the good spot or neutral spot, even though they ended their top 10 streak, but they were still able to come back with that damage again in the 11th place finish, so I'd say they had a pretty decent day. Corey LaJoie, even though he finished 20th after them having a good, strong top 10 run, I'm still going to put them up here because 20th, that's the second best finish of the year. So I'm still going to count Corey LaJoie. You can't hate on that. Then Chris Buescher, good performance, 13th place finish, good average finish for them, and they're really looking good into the playoffs. Next up, we have Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon started 33rd, finished 21st in this race. That's a really good result for Gaunt Brothers Racing. So, good job for Ty Dillon in the 96 team, and we'll see what they can do next time they'll enter into a race. And next up, and finally, you have Ryan Prix. He finished 15th in this race. He ran pretty good. He was battling with the lead with Ross Chastain and stuff, so that was a pretty good battle to see. But yeah, good job for Ryan Prix. Definitely deserved that finish. Like I said earlier, his best years so far in the Cup Series. So yeah, that's about it for the good. Now we got a lot of bads. And now for the bad. We got two parts right here. First up, Ryan Blaney in the 12. You saw that damage they had with that crash with Christopher Bell that they were involved in, and yet Blaney was able to get, I believe it was maybe a 17th place finish, and yeah, they qualified 9th. I expected better for them, so that really sucks for them right there. Kurt Busch had some bad luck. He spun out a couple of times in this race and only gets a 27th place finish, so that's not good for them. Christopher Bell finished 38th. He was involved in that incident. He started 10th in this race. Yeah, like I said, at that incident with Blaney over there. Keselowski, I don't know what happened to Keselowski. They just struggled. They just straight up struggled. They got 19th and stuff. They just struggled. That just reminded me of Darlington all over again. I mean, I know you have the rain and stuff, but still, that was kind of bad. These last three races have just been bad for Keselowski. 24th at Darlington, a 16th at Dover, and now 19th at COTA. So we'll see what they can do at Charlotte, because they won that race a year ago. Next up, we got Denny Hamlin. Got 14th. They spun out a couple times. I feel like they could have done better. I'd say they're pretty neutral, but still, it's Denny Hamlin. You expected better. They were running in the top 5, actually, so I definitely expected the top 10. And then Bubba Wallace, like I said, plowed into the back of Kevin Harvick because he just couldn't see and stuff, so that really sucks for Bubba Wallace. They had that cool-looking Dash Pass-looking car and stuff. But they have that new DraftKings car that they'll run at Pocono, so at least that's good, but still disappointing day for Bubba Wallace and the 23 team. Now to the final 6. And like I said with Ryan Newman, just had a bad day. He spun out a couple times and stuff. Got into the rocks as well, and they just had a bad finish. That's just them. We could see Brad Keselowski in that 6th car. Moving on, Kevin Harvick, like I said, ran into the back from Bubba Wallace and stuff. Ended their day and stuff. They had a heavy damage car, and he said that NASCAR was being stupid and it was very unsafe for them, and I could definitely agree with that. Next up, Cole Custer, Martrix Jr. Like I said, Martrix Jr. just bad luck for him. Like, he was just racing, ran into the back of Michael McDowell, and then he was just slowing up. Cole Custer couldn't see, ran into the back of Truex, had Truex on his side and stuff, and Cole Custer hit the wall pretty hard. Good thing both drivers came out A-okay, and hopefully we don't have to see anything like that ever again. But knowing the safety and stuff, I feel like it's gonna happen again. I just hope no one gets hurt. I just hope no one gets hurt. Next up, Matt Benedetto had some damage from William Byron. Nothing else to say about Matt Benedetto, but they didn't really run as well as I thought that they would. And then next up, Daniel Suarez. They had early issues in the race, transmission trouble. Like, I think Suarez said that the shifter got stuck, and he tried to shift and it didn't work, and so that they went down a few laps, and They started 15th, and I think they ended up finishing like 33rd, so that was a bad day for them. And yeah, those are the drivers who had a bad race. And that one it there. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have that Coda vlog up on Wednesday, and I will have that review for the car that I bought on last Monday. I'll have that up on Friday. I don't know. I might do the All-Star Paint Schemes tier list or review. I might do that before or after the Coke 600, or I might do it for the what's it called, the July 4th race for Road America. I might do it before or after then. We'll just see and stuff, but it just depends. And we'll definitely, I don't know if we'll have some all-star paint schemes and stuff. If we see like some unique paint schemes for the Texas All-Star race coming up next month, then I'll definitely do like rate them and stuff, like my reaction to them, or I'll have a tier list of them. I just need to find a tier list that makes them and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a great weekend and stuff. Hopefully Coda returns to the NASCAR schedule in 2021, and hopefully I'll be there in not in 2021, but in 2022, and hopefully I can return there in 2022. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys I'll see you guys Wednesday. So guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.